you free up space. But we're live. It doesn't need to be.
Could you delete some of the old ones?
Yeah, not right now though.
Could you delete some of the old ones?
I don't know how to go into it right now.
Yeah, you can. You can do it. I'm sorry, but that's like a thing I need help with right now.
How do you get out of the?
It's all super intuitive.
Once
But
I'm already live. Like I'm already in the thing live.
Mm,
I know how to do it.
okay, as long as it's working.
It's working.
Just whatever.
It's and I'll do it.
I bet we don't. I bet you we get the same notice next week.
Yeah, but when I'm going to set up early next week.
Okay. That's awesome. One less problem.
Yeah.
Thank you for dealing with that.
Rumble House is live, auction 557.
Yay! Okay.
I've been coming for 101 rumbles.
Oh, that's fun when you have the numbers. Then you
4,
can.
5, 6.
That's so fun.
Did you also send to
Yeah.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Wow, that was amazing.
Yeah, it's very streamlined now. It's all. Yay! So we're live to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and I am.
Do you have any headache pills?
Yeah.
Or did you take them off?
No.
You also had it. How do I know that it's the nighttime?
It says auction. In
Auction
the top.
570.
Yeah. Do you need water?
Yes.
Whoa!
What is it?
Wild woman riding a unicorn.
Wild woman riding a unicorn.
I like.
Wild woman.
It's an image from 1475, so it's like not anatomically correct and very cool. Live. Did I put the auction thing on?
I don't know.
I said auction 557, so don't share Rumble 557. Auction 5. There it is. Okay. Auction. Wonderful. Rich, how are you doing with your painting?
I'm done.
You're done? It is beautiful.
Thank you.
I really love it a lot.
It's a strange thing to love.
I love the expression of the feeling that you are getting. Okay. I'm making a mess. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Actually, I wonder if I should sell this next week. Let's just see. So, welcome. If you are joining us on the live feed, there are 5 people there already. Wow. Hi, people. If everyone here could hit share on one of those streaming things, Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, then we can get it out to more people. And we're going to start bringing pieces up to auction. So we have lots of lovely pieces. Artists set their minimum bids. Half the money goes to the artist and half the money goes to paying rent. And that is good. Everything is good. Can I turn off the big lights, or are you? Yeah, okay. It might not affect the people at home, but I like to set up the tone. Here. Oh.
Big light people are not my people. Just kidding. No, I like the big lights sometimes.
I hate the big lights.
Big lights are annoying.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm looking for things, I need the big light for a second, and then I'm gonna turn it off, and we're gonna have our salt lamps on.
Just the warm lights.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So we have the big lights on for the making of the art, and then we get cozy for the auctioning of the art. This night, was Morgan's opening, which was very nice. And Morgan has pieces up on the front wall, so if you'd like to come check anything out, it'll be up for a few weeks. He also brought a piece that was previously sold just in this room, actually, and I still wanted to put it up, so I put it up here. And I didn't want to squish the ones in there, right? It was like, I want to make everyone happy. So that one gets his own like special light under there. It's very happy. So I'm going to start bringing pieces up. Am I? Rich is finishing his painting, and sorry,
What?
my okay, it is January 24th, I think. 5/7. Okay. Sky, would you mind writing things down? So, first off, this piece went up last week, and then Galen bid on it. But then Galen's like, I don't know, I don't want to. It should go for higher. And then, this is by Rich Teru. It is Centaur Cowboys. Because he works at Cochrane, and the people were figuring out what to do, like cowboy, and this girl was like not really a cowboy either, and so Rich is like, oh, just that's easy, make them centaurs, and then and then that didn't really go, but he made a great painting out of it. So whenever you're like, I don't know, I don't really want to draw cowboys, you can make them centaurs, and then everything will be good. So
You'd think they'd always be at the center of attention.
exactly. Debbie bid $20 on the centaurs.
Somebody's just dinged, but.
Oh, would you like me to take your phone, and would you like to trade these so then you have?
Is Angela with us online?
Yeah.
Is she online right
Oh,
now?
I don't know. I can't tell who's online with us. Centaur Cowboys. $20 to Debbie. I think that's a great way to begin the evening.
Here's the phone.
Thank you. Okay. Next, Alvin has a couple great pieces here.
Low.
This is on a beautiful round canvas.
I see what you're doing.
That's one of the great joys of painting.
Nothing.
Just take a break from that. Come.
Opening is 20 for this piece. Metallic, awesome.
Don't rip the paper, don't even rip the paper. You're doing great. Thank you very much.
Oh, the tape is ripping.
Sorry.
Oh, it's underneath.
So Morgan brought his two little girls, and Nova made cute little rainbow looms. And these are two little rainbow looms that she made. They're little keychains. This one has a donut with eyeballs. It's very cute. And this one has a little person with green, cute skin.
Is this a skin?
Nova. And they have little things that you can put on. You can like keychain it up, or you can backpack it up. So opening are $2 each for these. So fun. So remember, if you're bidding from home, you can text 403-629-7424.
629. Right?
7424.
That's
This is-
403-629-7424.
This is also by Nova. She painted a beautiful candle.
Thank you. That's fun.
You want to try?
Taking the tape off.
Gonna take some tape off.
It's a great joy.
Take some tape off.
Satisfying.
Come on. You gotta try.
Here, I'll move this. This is. I'll move this.
I was right there.
This is by.
I love you.
This is by Nova as
Okay.
well.
So,
She painted here tonight as well. And if you saw the first part of the evening, she was doing a gangbusters job of showing the artwork to the people at home, making me feel like I need to up my positivity and energy by 1,000.
It's one of those very satisfying feelings.
Very cool. I really like there's like a black glow around this actually.
Nice. Thank you, my friend. We all helped.
Opening was I think $5 for this one. Oh my gosh. Last warning, Rich. Oh. I love this so much. Okay. So the community effort was on pulling the beautiful piece of tape for these crisp edges. And this is by Rich Teru. And every once in a while, Rich Teru paints
Something from his childhood.
a painting that really gets across major feelings.
The Teruism of going to. Actually, that's how I kind of felt today.
That's
Can I just get a picture of it?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
what is your opening bid, Rich?
$5.
I'm gonna bid 25.
$25. That's a smackdown.
It's very lovely. You can just hear this person just wailing. I really like the details that you included, the desk and the
It's actually the opposite of what I meant to do.
what
which
were
is
you
funny.
what were you thinking of doing?
I'll tell you next week when I achieve
Nice.
my goal.
I like that. Tune in next week. So we were talking about Morgan's show being up at the front. This is a beautiful piece that Morgan left for the auction. On many levels, this is a great piece to purchase. The idea of this composition, in these days when your homes are getting so full of paintings, you will find small walls, right? That you'll be like, oh, that's perfect for this pine tree I just bought at the Rumble House. When we have big, sprawling, beautiful landscape paintings, it's wonderful. And it's like a different kind of satisfying. But when you have this nook and cranny left, and then you can fill it with one pop of this beautiful pine tree, or to give a whole wall to this one, that's interesting too, to this one pine tree. Anyways, it's kind of nice to think about where would you put this beautiful painting. This is opening $40. I'm going to put it back here because then you can actually see.
40?
$40.
40.
Sorry, I'm slurring my words already.
My ears are slurring your words too.
So, Nova isn't the only little artist in that family. This is by Luna.
Are those macaroni bits?
There's macaroni!
So-
This is opening $5 as well for this one. Acrylic and macaroni by Luna.
How old is Luna?
Little.
Little. She was just like, her answers were like, yeah. Yeah. They're just so cute.
So,
It's like, are you making art? Yeah. It's like,
Okay, so like 3 or 4.
little, yeah, I think so. Yeah. So cute.
Can you hold up 2 fingers and just keep them up while you're talking?
You
I gotta
Stop
do this in
talking.
real time. Hold on.
you really think I can multitask like that?
I do. We don't really have an indication of which is the evening. Do you have the time up? The 9 o'clock?
Yeah, I have auction 9 o'clock, and I called it auction 557.
Okay.
Auction. Auction.
I'm getting some confused people about the auction.
Everything is auction. I shared auction, and I said auction.
$40 for the pine tree.
Yay! To who?
Dusty.
Yay! Let me know if I can do anything else. If people, oh, I guess that doesn't help if I say that it's the auction if people found this one. And Dusty, we have your other pieces you got of Sam's, and these are these are Prince of Originals. These are by Sam Biggity. This one is about change, and this one is no word, but I really like the balance of the warm and the cool, and maybe the stillness and the change. Maybe that. But I like the 2 birds. There's some really nice faces in here. $20 for both of them.
For both of them in one set, or both
What?
of them separately?
Both. Sorry, you're right. $20 for both of them in one set.
Okay.
Thank you. They're just way louder. Those metal water bottles. You are that kid. Yeah. So good. So good.
You got Dusty 40 for the pine tree?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So these are some beautiful pours, and I think separate, but they're just really this by Alana. So this is I don't know how to. This is opening 20.
I'm gonna call that one Ocean.
Nice. I like that. Really beautiful detailing that you can just lovely. And this too, the colors are very beautiful. This is like
Flowers.
good. So opening, what did I say?
20.
Each. What is it? I know I'm like hearing stuff. I'm like, is that me? Okay. Good. Sky, what's the plan? Am I putting this in the auction?
Yeah.
Oh, no, put that into the auction until I have money to win.
Oh, I'm gonna win it either way. No matter what.
Opening bid $12,000.
Yep.
So this is very cool. A new shield that Rich worked on this past week.
Was that last night?
Honestly,
That was
time
last night.
has folded in on it.
Feels like last week. That was last night.
It's a beautiful, beautiful.
300.
ribbon. $300 to Sky.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to compete with her? Sky.
Sky.
So Sky had initially, when I
Yeah.
purchased the shields,
Yeah.
immediately said he would pay $1,000 for a shield. which
That's
kind of
great.
took the stress off because what happened was I paid almost $1,000 for the 10 shields, and I needed to just give some away. There's some I had to give away, and then there were some that I was hoping to recover my money. So if he bought one for $1,000, then I'm not losing money on it. Because I often, like for instance, we'll buy copies of my book, right?
Yeah.
We'll buy copies of my book for $30 a book.
I'm not actually worried about it. I'm gonna bid.
It doesn't change my story. We buy our books for $30 a book, and then when we sell books, the money goes into the gallery, and somebody walks away with my book. So they basically get to read my book for the price of the book. But it works out that I paid for that book, and then that money goes into the gallery. So for every book I sell in the gallery, it's as though my family donated $30 to the gallery and gave away a free book. But it's the same with the shields, only Sky was initially bent on offering to pay $1,000 for that shield. And we had a fist fight in the alley earlier today. And the
One of us
deal,
pulled
he
money.
went from 1,000 to
Yes.
500, and I think I'm going to call it a win that I got him down to 300 because he needs to advocate for himself and his own life savings.
Oh, it's
But that's how that story came up. Because yes, it's outlandish that he offered 300. But like, I talked him down from 1,000.
We're looking out for Sky.
Barely, we're barely looking up.
Barely.
well,
But-
I was more so like, Sky, do you have that? But, go for it.
Pretty good Christmas
Christmas?
bonus.
Nice.
In fairness, though, I'll tell you something. Felix got a custom design shield. He and I worked on it together.
Yeah.
Oliver has had some say in what he got.
Yeah.
And Sky is the only person who got to choose
Yeah.
an image for the
Yeah.
shield.
There you go.
I gave you guidelines.
Yeah, but I
That's a
liked
great
it. I
one.
liked it. Otherwise, I'm
liked
like, I'll
it.
paint what I want.
This is by Dusty. Look at these gorgeous colors. This one is called
I wrote scaff.
Scaff.
Grab the R. My brain is going so slow today.
Autumn Wonder. It is truly wonderful.
Oh, it looks so soft.
The colors are very gorgeous.
How many scarves do you have?
100%
I need another
acrylic,
one.
machine
That one
wash
looks more-
and
It's
dry.
more
I'm like
natural
genuinely
colors.
curious what your scarf collection is like now.
It's 4.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
go for
it. Actually, no, it's
Yeah.
5 because I have a shawl scarf.
Yeah, a lot of times people get into bidding and we see them bidding a lot and we assume that they win all the bids and then like we're a little concerned, right? Like, oh, so like there's nights where Joanne will bid on everything all night.
Yeah.
And end up with one piece.
Yeah, right.
And
That's
like so in our minds we're recording those like, slow down.
like,
Oh,
what,
no,
what?
that's not what I'm doing
Yeah.
at all. I'm just genuinely curious. I just got a nice scarf collection now.
Opening is $80
I
for
remember when you
this.
got your first scarf.
Yeah, I remember.
Paraded around wearing it.
3.
Cute.
Yep. To me.
$80 to Sky.
Yeah.
$80 to Sky for a beautiful autumn wonder. Autumn wonder. Look at my wonder.
Did you buy that? No, I'll just sniff it then you buy it.
So pretty.
This is very fun. This is by Patty. Patty drew a cute lady that is bathing in a waterfall. That's painted on a rock. It's got a cute butt.
I was typing just as Sky said it.
You can bid 85.
Kelly.
Sky's
What
already
does that
wearing
mean?
it.
Is that like, oh, shucks, or is that like?
I think that's aw shucks.
Okay.
Is it? Did I misinterpret your text?
Just try to outbid.
I wish at that point I wish I could like scan the video over to Sky. This is opening $10 for Patty's cute rock. And on the other side, there's like a goblet and thorns and a
It means, oh, shucks.
means aw shucks. There we go. So cute lady bathing in waterfall rock by Patty. Opening $10.
I think that happens to me a lot where people explain to me
It's always enough money.
how they got to a problem when I think that they're gonna want to fix the problem. And so like Kelly's saying that she's typing. I'm
Yeah.
like, how does this fix a problem? And she's just celebrating that it didn't go the way she wanted, which is totally valid. I just don't
You're just confirming, like, is this what you meant?
know. I get confused.
This is by Patty also. Little Tree of Life, Little Water of Life on the other side. Swooshing out of the bottom. $10 opening bid for tree and water. And they look like they're sealed.
And it's a rock,
And it's a rock.
so you can use it for rock things.
Rock.
And it's a rock. So you can looking at. And what else do you use rocks for?
Well, my head goes to like throwing them right away. I don't know why.
Just throwing them at trains for some
Oh,
reason.
interesting.
like cargo trains.
Yeah.
not passenger
Like
trains.
into to get it into the coal,
Well,
into
just
the
at
open
the
one.
side.
Oh, poke. Here you go. Where does your head go when you see rocks? I'm not sure. This is by Alvin. It's very sweet. It says, "It's okay. You're safe. Rest up, buddy." And this teddy is holding his teddy. And he's saying everything's okay. I think that's a pretty nice one to put anywhere you live. So you just remember it's okay to rest up. Opening is $15. Thank you, Sky.
We're all very
Your patience
Right.
with me is astounding.
It's okay, it's a full moon tomorrow afternoon.
My God, like feeling it so hard.
struggle.
Everyone's just like,
It's the struggle. Bob.
Everyone's just exhausted.
I'll bid
and
15 on that one.
it's so nice.
I'll bid 15 on the little pink.
Yeah,
I'm gonna move your
the one-
phone
it-
because
this
I'm
one?
afraid you're gonna run it over.
Sky,
Sorry
Sky,
to run over a few of them.
Sky bid 15 on. It's okay. You're safe. Rest up, buddy.
My writing is getting more and more illegible. I'm trying so hard.
The one positive is that we have this on video, so I could always like go back and if I could interpret my slurring words between your slurring writing and my slurring words. Look at a train.
Hey, we have to figure out who bought that other piece last week.
Oh, sure. Let's.
I
do
want an entire train set that's graffiti.
Me
That would be
too.
I have a question, people watching at home.
Going
Yeah.
forever?
Forever.
That's not what I meant to say.
That was really intense.
I got that pink piece for you.
What? Oh,
Yay!
Thought you'd like it.
that one?
That one.
It's okay.
Aw.
You're safe.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Get upside down. It's not good. Right.
Upside down head hug. This one was from last week, and we were talking about the stoop. And I wonder who bought it. That's a funny question to ask on an auction.
Do you remember who bought it?
I wasn't here last week.
No, Galen was
It would've been
writing.
so useful if you were.
It would have been so.
Where we sold it to. It looks way better than I thought. Because we did an interview with Eric Ballmers from the Calgary Herald, and I talked through most of the Rumble, and with about 20 minutes left, I just thought, well, I've always finished the painting. And I started this, and I was actually so impressed that no, I was not impressed at all when I finished it. I'm a loser. But I'm looking at it now, and I don't hate it, so
Gives me jazz vibes.
yeah.
I can feel jazz
Did you
coming
guys have
from it.
fun tonight?
Yeah.
You wanna come back and rip tape with me again?
Yeah.
You want to take some tape?
I don't think I need it.
Do you have watercolors at home?
I don't know.
Do you have tape at home?
Yes. It's
Oh,
We're all feeling
I just like tape my walls up. Just to take
Oh,
it
on your
down.
wall would be even better.
Right? Just like, I've got 20-foot walls. I wonder how much tape.
I have this like art lesson where I watch my kids with tape, and let's just say it's not art, but you're at home and painting a wall.
Yeah.
They got a white wall and maybe a blue wall,
Yeah.
and they'll take maybe the walls were crazy start and they're gonna put a base.
Yeah.
And they'll mask off the corner and they'll paint the white wall, like they'll peel off the tape, wait for it to dry, and mask off the other corner. And it's mind-boggling to me that like you only need to mask that once. You know, go over the edge, go back and fix it with the tape. But like I do that in art class, and they're always painting the edge twice.
Yeah, the tape, and then the other side. Yes, you're totally right.
What if it's just because they like taking the tape off?
No, what I mean is like anytime you have like two edges, like you have a red ball on a blue background, they'll paint the red, and they'll like fixate on getting it perfect, and then they'll paint the blue and fixate on getting the blue up to the red. But if you paint as opacity, right, then you can just paint red and then clean up the edges with the blue. You only need to paint that edge once, and I see them constantly battling to do the same line twice almost every time. So you point that, you point that at one time, and they're just like so grateful. You just saved half my life.
So to whoever's watching, there you go. You also learned that lesson. This is by Echo. Echo.
I just laughed and my migraine went away.
Oh, that's so
I
nice.
explained that.
Somatic therapy.
That's some endorphins in there.
Yeah.
That one, it gives me monk vibes.
Oh, that's
Polonius
nice.
monk. His
The Felonious.
the-
Yeah,
the
the blue,
stoop
the
thing.
stoop, the blue stoop. This opening at $15. Wonderful.
train. And you could get little pieces of coal.
Oh.
Put it in it.
And little rock to throw at the side.
Yeah, a tiny little pebble to flick.
$20 for the trade.
Fun. Who from? Is that Damien?
Gladys, possibly Gladys.
Gladys, nice to see you.
It'll be good to see you.
I'm
Gladys.
guessing that it's
I'm done
Gladys.
isolating, I think.
I love that. I like that the phone is like, is this Gladys? Question mark.
Maybe Gladys.
I love that when phones do that.
I wonder if Gladys can hear us.
Gladys can. Gladys can hear us. And this is actually, I'm remembering Gladys's style. This is Gladys style.
Yes,
Hey,
take it
yeah, but-
home with
But what
you.
if someone else bids on it?
Take it home with you. Watch this. Watch this.
Should we go going once?
Time
Perfect.
out.
Thank you.
There.
That's it.
Who did it?
Alvin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's what we like.
it is. I like it because it's more sparse than his other ones, and it's like, but it's very loving and like very wonderful. Oh, Sky,
Have a good night.
have a good night, guys.
Well,
See you. Would you mind writing down the other gift that you bought?
Yeah.
Oh, you did already.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you.
Right
Thank
at the top.
You are
Second from the left.
amazing. This is by Ava. It is a print of an original piece.
Okay.
Opening $30. She did hand painting or hand inking into certain parts of it. It's a really nice print. High quality print of a high quality. It's a pencil ground piece. Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
It's the opening again.
Sorry?
Did you say that opening bid?
30.
Okay.
Sorry. Thank you
I
for
think
asking.
you did. My brain just.
See, Michelle said thank you for the lesson, Rich. Painting the edge only once.
Yeah.
My
You're
brain is
welcome.
rebelling.
Is the brain just noping? Noping? Brain is noping. This is by Morgan. And Morgan did this a few weeks ago, and it looks like we're saying the let them eat cake. Marie Antoinette. But what did you say? Marie Pigtoinette? Something like that.
Miss picked on that.
Miss Pigtoinette.
I think. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So opening is 20 for this one by Morgan.
I know it's on a hand stretched canvas.
Hand stretched canvas.
Nice.
It's nice. It's like the Starry Night kind of painting
Yeah.
style in the background. This is by Doctor.
Doctor.
A very intricate metallic piece.
What's it called? Doctor.
Yeah.
Metallic. Does metallic have two T's?
Why? Did you just move up closer?
Yeah.
We have to be more welcoming
Is
next
it
time.
Metallic has
do you like
two
to
T's
submit
now.
something?
Not at all. No, I was going to ask you, but I also didn't want to attack you. I was going to be like looking at you because you're the only. Does anyone have any pieces they want to put in the auction? 20.
Nailed
Do
it.
you have here? And my brain is not functioning.
Amethyst. I'm Maggie.
Thank you,
Um,
Maggie.
The amethyst is sourced from like just east of Thunder Bay, so it's all like from Canada.
Oh wow! This is by Maggie, and that you probably heard that at home. but the amethyst is sourced from just around Thunder Bay, so it's all Canadian sourced.
$30, I guess.
$30.
Let's start though.
It's on a nice cable, and it's wire wrapped beautifully.
It's copper wire wrapped and it's on a leather cord.
Oh, wonderful! Yeah, you can feel the materials are so thoughtful. So you can see the beautiful copper wire
I do like copper and amethyst.
and leather.
I tried to make one of those,
Yeah.
but I tried to encase it in resin, and it was my first ever resin thing.
Yeah.
And made it out of what do you call that crinkly silver stuff that you use to cover food and stuff? Tinfoil.
Tinfoil,
I
yeah.
made the mold out of tinfoil, and I didn't put any.
For a split second there, I was like, oh, I gotta give the stupidest answer, like Jupiter, because Felix and I played this game where it's actually designed to annoy his teachers, where we get in the car and we're driving around, and he'll ask like a realistic question, and then the answer has to be like a ridiculous answer, and if it's even close to right, then it's wrong. So like, what's the hottest temperature on the earth? Like, oh, I know, meatballs. And so you're like, what's the name of that crinkly stuff? And I was like, oh, I got this. Light bulb.
Oh, I forgot to put Vaseline in it so you could take it out, and now it's just in there forever.
Oh.
Also, I have no idea what the first half of that.
I know, I like that you just kept
I forgot to put Vaseline in it.
I
And now I can't get it out. So I'll just leave it in there forever. I'm going to make that into a t-shirt.
I was trying to make that one of those, and
Okay.
I wrapped it and poured resin in it, or epoxy, and it was with that Jupiter stuff that you were talking about.
Yeah.
So-
It wasn't lubed enough.
This is by Maggie. And as we said, leather cord, copper wiring, and Canadian sourced amethyst.
There was no exploitative labor in the mining of the stones.
Yay! And Maggie did the wire wrapping.
Mined the stone too. I went directly to the mine and collected it myself.
This was mined by Maggie. It's not
Whoa.
even just that it was like sourced from near Thunder Bay. Maggie sourced it.
So definitely ethically sourced. That's the word.
Yeah.
Ethically
I
sourced.
know that word.
Interesting.
If
Because I heard you say ethically. Right?
I might have said ethically.
Yeah, but like, let's say you're putting a paint stroke down, you could do it a thickly paint stroke, or you could put a thinly paint stroke down too. And so, like the
so
ethically
beautiful.
made perfect sense to me again in a completely different context.
Totally different content.
This is one I feel like you have to
A
touch
wiggly,
it.
a thinly, and a thickly.
That's
Feel
really-
it. Look at it.
Who made this?
Beautiful. Maggie.
I made it. I made it here.
Like Maggie actually found the stone. Never mind. And then
Did you find this stone?
Yeah, I went to it's like quite the drive off the highway to go to the mine, but then you gotta pay a fee to get in.
But you have a pretty good idea you're gonna find something nice.
Well, yeah, oh, yeah. Like, if you're there long enough. You have to pay a fee to get in. They give you like a safety tutorial and stuff, and then they're just like, go nuts. And then they just like unleash you into it's an open quarry mine, so it's pretty safe.
Do you think sometimes they just go in there and scatter things out for?
I wouldn't be surprised if sometimes they just like take some of the stuff that's like meh, and they're like, here, just like add it to the pile of other stuff to rummage through.
that's really fun though.
But yeah, like not everything.
What is the bid for this?
$30 to Jessica. Unless you want to buy it for Jessica or yourself. And you
Oh,
can
just
tell
bid
her-
on it.
Yeah.
You can buy
What are
it.
you gonna do with it? Are you giving it to anybody special,
Well, I was
or are you
thinking.
gonna work for yourself?
I was thinking that Felix really likes amethyst,
Okay.
and he has a pretty
If
good.
my wife is bidding on the piece to give to my son, it would be a little irrational to
here-
bid again.
You
Hold
can
on.
bid on the piece to give to her to give to your son.
Oh,
Or you can bid on it to
35.
give to your son.
I will buy it, give it to you, and you can give it to Felix.
To who? To you?
Felix.
You're bidding 35?
And this is why our paperwork doesn't make sense by the end of the day.
Can we put Bonnie up?
Who's Bonnie?
Did Kelly just ask you that?
Yes.
Bonnie is at home because Bonnie
Bonnie
sold.
is sold.
Because Bonnie and Scout have a home with the cutest little kids that were helping us with the first part of the night, and Sky is also the cutest part of the night because
Hey,
sorry, one of the very sweetest parts of the night. Or was it rude that you weren't the cutest part?
No.
I'm sorry for
My
drawing
brain's
attention.
left the building.
I'm sorry for drawing attention to you. Bonnie and Scout have a new home, Kelly, so that is a sold auction item.
Stop.
Are you telling
Train.
trying to stop talking?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna like wrap it up soon. It's warm at the gardens. Does anyone else have anything to put in the auction? Because we're starting to go
Losing our
sideways a little bit.
I got stuff I could add that's like
Let's try some.
Let's try some. Rich and I might have been.
I can't see.
So these were like done in a project for the city of Calgary.
Screen printing or not screen printing?
Block printing.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, fun! Oh,
It's
Yeah, I'm
from
just-
the
What's your opening bid?
manhole covers. So we had to get
Oh.
special permission from the artists and
Yeah,
the
I'm just
city
like,
and
great.
the city
Oh, that's
department
okay.
and
It's
environmental
great.
protection and like every department of the city that
This
is responsible. So that one
This
is
is by
the
Tanner.
stormwater.
it's opening
This
but
one
is
the
$20.
Very nice.
And then this is the one
And you
for
printed these?
wastewater.
Are these printed off of manhole covers?
Yeah, but I had to get permission from like the mayor, the arts and culture department, and environmental.
So this is by
protection.
So just wear
Tanner.
the right sneakers.
It's really incredible.
Well, I mean,
$20
do you think that's
opening
ethical to
bid.
steal another artist's work and not
No,
ask permission for it?
no.
There you go.
Maggie's ethical.
I made sure to ask permission.
But did you get permission from the artist?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I had to ask the city for their contact information.
Oh, I see. I think that's from the city for permission.
I had to ask the mayor for permission too,
No.
because the artists allowed the city of Calgary to use their art.
right.
So legally, I had to go through a lot of different avenues, but there's 3 different designs.
We got all these train painters in the building that don't ask for any permission.
It's okay. Everyone has their own.
I did a similar. No, I didn't. I did
Like
a-
so, I mean, it was under the like the profits of the shirt have to go to a specific outreach organization in the city that
Oh,
does.
that's fun.
It's an indigenous-led street outreach organization called NAKEM, NEKEM, and so that is the design for the city's drinking water manhole covers. The design is by Mary Hastick. Yeah, it represents water melting off a glacier and collecting into vessel that is made up of the buildings of the city.
We did a tour where I ordered some round Polaroid film. It's actually not round at all. It's just, there's a white square on your Polaroid.
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
They have a round square.
Okay.
And so since I have round Polaroid photos, Felix, Jess, and I walked around finding all the different manholes.
Yeah.
And when, this is such a horrible thing to say, when there was no cars, we would quickly run out and lay on the manholes to take pictures. Now Felix did a few back alleys and I did the roads. It
Yeah.
wasn't like
Yeah.
we did have an interest in those manhole covers.
Yeah, they're beautiful. This is awesome.
When you do this, do you also stay and clean the manhole color bar off, or do you wait for the?
No, I had to go
wash?
pick up the manholes.
Oh, you
from
don't do it on the
city's
road?
art department,
Oh,
And- bring them home, and
Print
oh my
them.
god, what a hassle was that? They're like 85 pounds.
I was gonna say that
each.
each.
So yeah, that one is the one for the city's wastewater manhole cover system. It shows like 4 different types of particles being filtered out of the water, and that design is from Jeff Kulak.
Cool. And then this one.
And then the last one is from Andrea Williamson, and it is the city's stormwater manhole cover, and it is I believe it's poplar branch with the Bow River and the Elbow River intersecting at a poplar branch.
Oh, that's amazing. So these were printed by Maggie with permission from the artists and the city. And the money will be going to
NECM, it's
NECM.
NEKEM.org, and it's an
Beautiful.
Indigenous-led street outreach organization. They're out of Calgary and Edmonton, but this is for Calgary.
That is amazing. Thank you for telling us about that too.
And like, I don't know,
Yeah.
start the bid at 25 each, I guess.
25 each. That is so cool.
Or do you normally exhibit the shirts?
On my website, but they're from like last year's fundraiser, so we don't have too many left.
Oh, nice.
And then this year's fundraiser is with the Amethyst, and it's going to an Indigenous-led outreach organization out of Thunder Bay called Walking Together with Truth.
Oh,
So yeah, that's everything in my store has some sort of fundraiser component to it.
that's really nice. They're great. This is a great thought. All right, so those are 25 each. And this was Tanner's. Just want to make sure I showed it. $20 opening day.
Can I show you my silk screens?
Yeah. Like those aren't even silk screen, they're just black.
Mine aren't really silk screens either. Mine are,
I like the
Leanne
metallic.
said, how much did the pine tree go for? It hasn't timed out.
Hasn't timed out
It's
yet.
currently at 45.
$40 to Dusty.
What's that one called? Griffin? Is that a griffin? Spooky bird.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Spooky bird. And the beautiful tree is currently at 40 to Dusty.
And then I keep them on. Have you ever done any silk screen?
Yeah, a little bit.
So you can get 300 prints out of like the emulsion that comes on this silk screen if you're good at cleaning it. But I just house paint on here. And so then what happens is the house paint will last forever.
This is a set of 5 black and white pieces by Alex. And they're $25 for the set.
It reminded me of your with the vastness of the big round.
Yeah, I had to do them in like XL because you can't shrink a manhole, right?
Yeah, well, and sometimes I take these and I'll print them off onto a small size T-shirt, and like the image will go right off the shirt, which I also like.
Yeah.
Effect it. So you could put a smaller shirt on and have it.
Well, we did with like because we had women's shirts as well.
Yeah.
They all sold out already.
And then it's the same idea. I just hand paint on these with the.
This is by Alana, and it's called Family.
Because I could keep them forever, I eventually get sick of them because I just fill out the fold and replace them. But this one specifically reminded me of
Opening bid.
yes.
20. Sorry.
Richmond wants to bid $45 on the tree painting.
The tree RISHMA. The tree painting is now $45. Dusty, if you're watching,
I do want to say I was just joking when I said about asking permission. We're all about consent and permission here.
Yeah.
I was just kidding around.
Yeah.
Well, some people don't really think of it. They think that like, oh, the city got permission from the artist, so I only have to ask the city. Like,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, there's
That's not a thing.
firm consent rules here.
For
Firm consent rules
consent rules.
There are, and you know what the rules for consent is for asking people stuff here? Is that we have to set rules for when ask, because we have weird requests. Like a lot of people used to ask Jess if she'd model for them, which isn't unreasonable,
This
but
is by
we have
praxis.
rules that you can only ask a person once.
Boop.
Right? So
Yeah.
do not re-ask. And then in terms of like approval,
Crochet.
the rule goes no
B.
means no,
$15.
maybe means no,
Yeah.
and yes might mean maybe.
Yeah.
Yes means maybe, no means no, and maybe means no. And if you stick to those rules,
Those
it's a lot
things remind
safer.
me of
And if it's not a
pierogies.
hell yes, it's a hell no.
Yeah.
That's a
And
good
then
one too.
the other thing is when other people were asking, like especially
Yeah,
for,
enthusiastic
like, situations like
consent.
modeling, we tried to set up some boundaries that
What's
you
the
would ask
total bid on
through
that?
Jess. So if you felt like
15
inviting
boop.
this guy to model for you, it'd be more appropriate for you to ask Jess if Jess could ask Sky.
Oh yeah.
But because with so many photographers and artists in the space, we would often get people coming up and saying, this is a little awkward, but I feel really nervous about this. People keep asking me things. I'm like, we'll just kill them, get rid of the body.
Yeah.
This is by Alvin. It has magnets on the back.
I'll call it. It has magnets on the back.
I like that. It's opening
And
$20.
magnet
Big yucks.
on the back. I took up the whole box with the title.
Okay. There's that. How do we feel about that? Is there anyone else that has a piece to put into the auction? And it is very quiet. So if you want, we can
Can we put some of the shields in?
If you listen closely, Jess will sing.
listen. Okay. Yes. There is a
What shield doesn't have a bid?
Freya.
Freya.
And is that a left-handed shield or a right-handed shield?
I'm holding with my left.
Oh, left-handed shield.
So it's a right-handed shield.
Right-handed people, yes.
Yeah.
You're right. You are absolutely correct.
What's your opening bid for Athena?
What did you say?
Freya,
Oh,
200.
Freya. 200?
Opening bid would be 200 for that. Yeah.
Sorry.
But you can battle with it. It's an actual.
You could actually
We
meet.
can battle for it.
So, I wasn't in China at the time. But what happened is my son collects swords,
Okay.
and I was in the store, and I just ended up holding this pirate sword, but it was an actual tactical pirate sword. Like you could battle with it. And I talked myself out of buying it because it's silly. I shouldn't ever need a sword in my lifetime. But as I was driving home, it occurred to me like if it ever comes to the point where I do need a sword and I didn't buy the sword, I'm gonna be so angry. So I fixated
Rishma,
on
did
the
you
sword for
bid
the
on this
longest
last
time.
week? We're
I
trying to
eventually-
make sure.
I eventually bought it.
Thing. Oh, Rishma, I also found your paintings.
$50 for the pine tree.
To who?
Gladys.
Gladys!
Maybe Gladys.
Baby Gladys!
So then on my way home, I realized to go with my sword, I needed a tactical shield. And I said to my wife, the enabler, how would it be if I ordered a tactical? Can you pass me Fred?
Freya!
We have Raven here.
Raven!
I ordered. Well,
Shield on each arm.
so there. Did you ever do this when you were a kid?
Yeah, yeah.
You made out like a
So I'm just curious, like where you got it from.
China. I
It's like
an actual tactical- these fold out, and so it's flat, so it lays flat on the wall, but it's also like claps together. Can you try it on your arm? Are you right-handed or left-handed?
There's lots of bids. Can I have your phone? I'll try to remember.
Whack.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Isn't
then
that
you
the
could use it
first
as a weapon
instinct?
too, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
So I ordered it and I kind of felt stupid, and then I realized as soon as I got it, I was like, wow, this is super comforting. Like I really, like I could jog with this. You know?
Yeah.
And I said to my wife, who helps me,
Depending on what neighborhood you might need to.
well, we live here. We live a block away from here.
I know, you guys live in the same building.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
well, just as far as neighborhoods, this is the neighborhood. We were walking over here, and Jess said, I love that we live here. Nobody looks at you funny walking down the street with a shield. Right? But I said to Jess, I'd like to I'd like to paint my shield. I wanted to keep blank.
Yeah.
But I also really felt a compulsion to paint on them, and they're expensive, but they're not that much more expensive than a canvas, right?
Yeah.
So I said to Jess, I'd like to order a few shields so that I could paint on them, and I kind of had it in my mind who was getting a shield, and then I realized if I had 10, they wouldn't be so precious that if I messed one up, I wouldn't have
You're not
it,
killing
right?
What's the tree at?
So
50 to
I ended
glass.
up like 6 of them found homes right away,
Nice.
and but it wasn't until after I bought it and I held it that I didn't feel stupid. I was like, I actually really like how this makes me feel. And I ripped my arm off and had my arm in a sling for 4 months. And sometimes when I'm feeling kind of low,
Okay.
I don't mind putting my
So,
sling on. It's like
People, we need to pause game for 1 second because there's timestamps and Dusty bid 50 before Gladys bid 50. So
Dusty should save her $50 and buy a shield. Just in case there's an apocalypse, Dusty. Where will you be without this?
And then buy a sword.
A sword and a shield.
And swords are good for more than just combat. I modeled with mine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry everybody. Dusty has it currently at 50.
Goodness.
Also, would you mind writing down, I think on the other sheet from last week, Rishma did get the stoop for 25.
Stoop is at the beginning, right here.
Oh, can you write Rishma 25 there? Just so I don't
I have
forget.
it written on this
Are
one.
you sure
No,
we
I don't.
didn't sell that stoop twice?
No, I'm 100% because Rishma
Okay.
said, and I even looked back because I thought I looked back through the texts.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody, for my awesomeness. Rishma bid 60 on the tree.
Oh, okay.
I just wrote 60 tree.
And I ordered 10 shields.
Didn't write the
And
name.
So, like, she just started ordering them on the internet, and then I called her back and said, "Am I acting crazy?" And then she like talked it out with some grade 3s who thought she was awesome.
They were like 10? Okay,
And I also figured I might end up on a watch list.
the tree is at 65 now. To Dusty.
I'm running out of space for this tree.
You could
Do you want more paper?
Well, the tree is here. This box.
Sky's keeping it in control, keeping it organized.
You're gonna have to.
Were you always this organized?
No, I'm not organized.
Oh,
I just don't like when things are unorganized. It's weird fighting a
This is by Rich
ADHD and
Taru.
autism.
And this is by
Jess
Rich
is a little bit
Taru.
like that, and I do this like deep clean, and she likes to do a surface clean. Actually, I was thinking about that when you asked me to hang that painting the other day, because I'll do a core hang and you'll do a surface hang, and I'll do everything I do. I start from the base,
Yeah.
and kind of get distracted before I get to the end, and you tend to work from the
Surface.
surface inwards and
Yeah.
kind of sometimes leave the base
Get to the
a little
core.
unstable.
Yeah.
And so
That's
together
exactly
we
it.
complete each other. But it is funny how like stressed she gets when I start cleaning. Because the first thing I do when I start cleaning is moving all the furniture out of the room, so I can get into the deep clean.
That's what I do too.
Okay,
She does
so
not like that. She gets so mad at me, and she's mean for like 3 days. And
Oh.
then there's
it's
this-
cut down to less time because by
I mean,
the
for a
time
day
we
and
went
a
to
half,
sleep,
yeah,
I was like, it's really beautiful in here. I'm sorry.
that was the day after.
Rishma bid 70 for the tree.
Rishma, are you happy? You made me have to go to a whole nother page.
Whole new page for the
What
tree.
floor do you want?
23rd.
Oh, I started out on the 23rd. I lived on the 23rd, the 19th, the 15th twice.
Dusty bid 75.
Now, which way do you face?
Like east.
Into downtown.
Yes.
So you can see the fireworks quite well.
Only if they're from Stampede Park.
Right. We kind of have to hang out the window to watch the fireworks.
Dusty bid 75.
Yeah, if they set
Roger.
Roger from the tower, then we have to like hang off the balcony.
One time, not too long ago, actually. So I lived in the other tower on the 23rd, facing east. So
Okay,
I
then you
faced
get a
east
better view of
twice
everything.
and west twice. And one of the times I faced east, I was on the 23rd floor. And then one time, I left a garbage bag on my door, just on the door handle,
Oh.
and there was some weight in it.
Oh.
And so when I got home, they were like the push knobs back then.
Yeah.
They were like double lock, but a push knob. And because the garbage bag is.
Bye. Tanner, we'll put your painting in again next week, okay? Awesome. See you.
Because the plastic was hanging on. the
Rishma
lock,
bid 80 on the
on
tree.
the outside, I put the key in and nothing. And it was a problem that nothing would have solved. The locksmith wouldn't. They would have to take the door off the hinges or
Oh
something.
my.
And so, you know what the management's like? Well, this was like the previous management that wasn't as good. So back
Okay,
then,
well, there's like new management now.
which new? Which is the most new?
Like Jocelyn Dome is not managing it anymore. There's some other lady now.
Is she better?
I don't think so.
Did you find Jocelyn a good?
Not really.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that the new person's better though.
Oh wow.
I'm just
I wonder. what
Dusty bid
happened.
85.
The first time I went there was a 7-foot guy.
I love
The
that you
management lived in the building.
place.
and the
Someone do a
office
smackdown
was
already.
near The doors in the other tower.
yeah.
Okay,
I remember
this I
coming
made for.
downstairs,
I think I'm gonna put this
you
in
know what a
next week.
beefeater
I made
costume
this
is?
for
Like the
In
British
bold.
guy with the big.
Oh,
fuzzy
yeah.
head.
Which is
He
February
was dressed
1st.
like a full-on
That's next
1800s beefeater.
What's the next Wednesday thing?
It was
Okay.
some British thing.
I just had to talk that out.
They
I'm
were
busy.
so nice
Next.
and super cool.
Next Wednesday is February 1st.
Next Wednesday is the
then,
31st, but February 1st is Thursday.
We have
So.
problems with it. Is your rent up? sooner or
Second
later?
Well, just with this new
and then the
management,
third,
it's
I
the
am
first time it's
outta
been up since
here.
I've lived in the building.
Actually, the fourth out of here.
Because ours went up
Oh.
in August, but our neighbors had gone up in June.
I'm going to Florida for a week.
And Jocelyn
Oh,
was
that's
still there.
nice.
Yeah, I'm going on a
So they're
cruise.
gonna-
That is
Did it go
awesome.
up 100?
Okay, so
It went up 8%.
What is that? Work out to?
are we?
It was about 100.
Can
Because for your suite, if it's around 1,200,
I'm
they're
just
now
gonna
charging
shut
1,800
this off?
for people that move into the building. So even if
Keep
it goes up
running
to
up.
2,000,
Shut the auction off.
what's the matter?
I'm just saying. I think I'm gonna turn it off now.
Because I'm talking about the building.
No, I'm just tired.
Everybody loves to make fun of the Continental Towers. If you haven't lived there,
Oh, I'm not even. No, I just like I don't know what else art to put
Our
up, so
brains
I'm
are
just.
starting to leak out of our
we don't
ears.
have any. We have tons of stuff in the back. Is
Art.
there nothing we can try and sell?
Art is melting.
What
Well,
about
okay,
lungs?
I do.
Also, my.
I have 2 kidneys. If you would like one, I have. Just kidding. That's a bad joke. Okay, what is the tree at? Can
85 to Dusty.
85 to Dusty? Going
Have you seen
once,
any roses
going
this
twice, going.
I
3
haven't seen
times.
any in like 2.5, maybe 3 years. Like since they did
We've
that
seen a
big
couple.
thing.
We've seen a couple,
Yeah.
but we just keeping them in that jar. And the next time our rent goes up, I'm just gonna put that jar in the account and say, "There's too many cockroaches in this building for my rent to go up."
Oh.
I have this at 25. Would you Maggie, would you like to keep these so if you sell them other venues?
Yeah. You could hang on to the necklace though.
We got the necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah. Would you?
You can keep
Do
it
we
that you
have
want.
your Do we have your e-transfer for the necklace?
I don't know. I can give it to you.
Yeah. Could you? Could you give right in the book right below?
Do you want to hang on to these for like the next?
I could put them in the auction again for sure.
Yeah, because I
Yeah?
have more.
Okay, perfect. I just didn't know because I didn't want to like.
Make sure you leave the specific place the money goes. We won't take a cut, and then we'll send the money.
We'll send the whole. Oh yeah, right then because I
to the people.
Okay, where am I?
just anywhere underneath there is perfect. Okay, so we've gone through all this. Gladys has the train.
Gladys been on a bunch of things. Maybe I got distracted.
Yeah.
I had to.
You have the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's
a while since.
Did
I've seen
Dusty got the tree
Yeah, for 85.
and
I got the
you got the scarf?
scarf. I got the.
Alvin's piece.
Yep.
Thank you, Meg.
Then I got the
Thank you.
dogs, and I got the shield.
That is all. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Okay.
I think that would bring my total to 475.
I'm not good at math. Okay. So, Rich, is your head feeling okay? Is your migraine going away at all?
It's been going in waves.
Interesting.
In fact, if I've been a little bit verbal tonight, I've been finding like chatting. You know that book we were reading about? They were saying like people dancing and
Somatic therapy, yeah.
So like since I heard that,
Mm-hmm.
my brain shifted because my brain was so convinced that sitting still in a dark room was the only way to handle it. But I laughed tonight and I thought about it and it lightened my migraine. And then I find when I get distracted in a ridiculous story, regardless if it's interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm actually a little extra verbal tonight because it's helping me distract myself from the migraine. It's a
That's-
brand new strategy. I'm actually quite grateful to have an opportunity to test my new strategy out.
That's really nice.
You got a song?
Yeah. I'm like running low on voice. Running low on voice. How glad the many millions of Percivals and Williams would be to capture me. But you had such resistance, you wore down my resistance. I fell, and it was swell. You're my big, brave, and handsome Romeo. How I won you, I shall never, never know. It's not that you're attractive, but oh, my heart grew active when you came into view. I've got a crush on you, sweetie pie, all the day and night time. Hear me sigh. I never had the least notion that I could fall with so much emotion. Could you coo? Could you care for a cunning cottage we could share? The world will pardon my mush, 'cause I've got a crush, my baby, on you. Good night, everybody. Thank you, everybody who joined us online, and thank you, everybody who came down here tonight. That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yay!
Ah.